Hey vinyl friends and vinyl community, it's Brian from Brian's Vinyl Records. It is Monday, which means it's time for another installment of Vinyl Editions. This week I got some pretty cool stuff. I picked up a couple new albums and also got a cool stack of used stuff from my local retailers. Let's start with the new stuff. So if you saw my video last week, you saw I have just been getting into Lana Del Rey. So I picked up another one of her albums here. This is Ultraviolence. This one I think is her second full-length album, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll pick this one up and really enjoyed listening to that one. Also, this went on sale on Amazon, and so I couldn't pass it up. I have a copy, an original press of this album, but it's starting to show its age. It's got a little bit of noise on it. Not bad, but I figured I might as well give this a try. This is Def Leppard's High and Dry. This is the reissue that came out in 2020. I believe it was this year. 2019, last year. And it sounds absolutely fantastic. So happy I picked this up. We needed an upgrade from what I had, and the price was definitely right. All right, this one I had on order with my local down the valley, and I have two of this gentleman's stuff on order. This one came in. This is the indie exclusive, I believe, version of Ruston Kelly's Dirt Emo Volume 1. So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that most of the songs on here are cover tunes that he did. The one he put out early was a cover of Taylor Swift's All Too Well. Absolutely fantastic version of it. It's a real fun, relaxed album. Really enjoy Ruston Kelly's stuff. This one comes on a really nice baby pink vinyl. So a real cool color there. And so happy to have this. Also have his new album on order, just waiting for it to come in. While I was at Down the Valley, I found another album that I've been wanting to get. That is an original of REM's Green. So I see these online, and they usually go for about, not the original, but the represses go for around $30. Never been able to find one in one of my local stores. They have all the other albums, but never seem to have this one. So this was sitting there. It's an original pressing of the album, and I just couldn't pass it up. So I picked this up from Down the Valley, and extremely happy. It sounds really good. And so REM Green. The next one I picked up was from Mill City Sound, AC/DC If You Want Blood. So I have this one already, and it's in the cover's in great shape, but the album itself is got some noise and a few scuffs and stuff. So I picked this one up. This will be an upgrade copy for me to have a better sounding version of If You Want Blood. The album itself is in just great shape, so real excited to have that upgrade on this one. Love AC/DC, so no shocker there. And of course, if you know, I have been on an Elvis Costello kick. I never really listened to him, and decided to give him a chance, and really have been enjoying him. This is Blood and Chocolate. I found this as well at Mill City Sound, and a really good album. I listened to this streaming and picked this up. It was worth it to have. Also, I found Fleetwood Mac's Future Games. Of course, this is Danny Kirwan era Fleetwood Mac, and just really good. This is the bluesy era before Buckingham and Nicks had joined, and I love the early Fleetwood Mac stuff, so adding this was a no-brainer. And Fleetwood Mac. And then I added two albums from the Jackson 5, the first one being ABC. I rarely see this one available in stores, and they happen to have a couple copies in stock, so I picked this one up. Looking forward to that. And then, of course, I picked up the very first Jackson 5 album, Diana Ross Presents the Jackson 5, and happy to have this one as well. Last but certainly not least, Hannah showed this on her most recent video, and I decided to check it out. It contains Mazzy Star guitarist and founder Dave Roebuck on it. And I decided to check it out on a stream based on her strong recommendation of the band, and particularly this album. Really enjoyed what I heard on the stream, and then went and looked, and it's hard to find this album, but I did find an Amazon warehouse version of this album. This is the Rain Parade, and the album itself is called Emergency Third Rail Power Trip. And it's, if you love Mazzy Star, you're gonna dig this. It's got a real cool 60s vibe. It's got that birdsy sound to it, but it also has some psych sound to it. So it's just a really cool album, and it also just has that classic Dave Roebuck production style with the reverb vocals and all that. So if you like Mazzy Star and you love the Byrds, this is a no-brainer. I think you'll really enjoy this as well. Just really good. And what's cool about this is it is a limited edition. Comes on this cool sunburst vinyl. So this was a warehouse item, which means somebody returned it, most likely because, you know, there's a little creasing in the corners on the album itself. I don't know if you can see that with all this light, but the album itself is flat and it sounds good, so I think I got a steal on finding this one. So that is all. Oh, I did pick one other thing up. And this is why it's important to catalog your albums and pay attention to the albums. When I was browsing the Elvis Costello, I picked this up here. This is Elvis Costello's Goodbye Cruel World. I have a MoFi of this. If I would have opened my Discogs and looked at my Elvis Costello collection, I would have seen that and not picked this up. But, oh well. So, luckily my record store said I could bring it back and exchange it. So I think I'll try and exchange it for a different Elvis Costello album when I go into the store then. Alright, so that's it. That's going to do it for this week's Vinyl Editions. Let me know what you think of what I picked up. Any of the albums on there that you really enjoy. Would love to hear from you in the comments below. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And if you're new, please hit that subscribe button. Would love to have you along for the ride. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. And until next time, keep spinning, vinyl friends.